So wait, have we just been like Canada this whole time, where like we exist at the pleasure of the Queen of England until Donald Trump?
Yep. We were subjects of the crown.
I know what you're thinking. How did I end up here, talking to the wrongest man in the world? Well, sit back. I'm about to show you.
All right, well, I'm with the Ohio State General Assembly. We are forming assemblies under the First Amendment and the first branch of the government.
And what's the first branch of the government?
First branch of the government is the assemblies. The second branch of the government is the common law grand jury. Third branch is the legislative, then the executive, and then the judicial. Well, the original declaration is the organic law of the land. That document, when it was created and our founding fathers signed it, at the moment they signed it, every man, woman, and child in this country became sovereign on the land. We are equal to a king or a monarch, and monarchs and kings go, well, I'm endowed by God. Well, guess what? So are we. Common law, in common law is two laws. Do not harm anyone, do not trespass. So that's it. If any other law is a fiction of man. No problem.
You said Declaration of Independence a couple of times. I think you meant to say Constitution.
No, the Declaration of Independence.
Because the Constitution was the thing that formed our first laws. Declaration was just our intention.
The Declaration of Independence created the right of the country.
Well, I mean, it's a declaration, though. It's like it's our intention. We are declaring that we are independent.
Right, but it also became the law.
Well, but there weren't really American laws before the Articles of Confederation.
Correct.
I mean,
in the Articles of Confederation, there was nothing wrong with the Articles of Confederation. The problem with the Articles of Confederation was it didn't give enough power to the federal government. And that was deliberate by our founding fathers. They did not want to empower the central government.
but weren't the people who wrote the Constitution also founding fathers?
Yeah, but they were obligated by the debt of $18 million from the Revolutionary War that was held by King George. This is a debt obligation,
Right.
which has now been nullified. The debt no longer exists.
So the Constitution's null?
Exactly.
Do you want the Constitution or not? Because it sounds like you're saying it's null and void, but
All we
also...
have to do is take this and adopt it and change it from the Covenant of the United States, a covenant.
So you want to change the name but keep everything in it?
Right. There's a couple other things that need to be changed in here.
Right. So you want the original Constitution, but you want to update it for, like, today?
Okay, I think I know what's happening.
Well, okay.
It's a good analogy. It's like in National Treasure with Nicolas Cage.
Right.
So what did they do when he found out that they were trying to steal the Constitution?
They stole it first.
He stole it first.
Right.
And I think it sort of applies here.
Yeah, except in reverse, because the bad guys want to steal it and they want to...
So we're Nicolas Cage? Or no, Democrats are Sean Bean.
Okay,
Sean Bean.
what they're trying to do is under the Convention of States, they want to throw this away and they want to create a new document. What needs to be done
The bottom
is
line
that this
in order
document
to
needs
save
to
this from the
change
liberals, we need
to a covenant.
Right, so we need to change it before they change it.
Right.
Wait, we didn't win the Revolutionary
There's
War?
been so many facades.
Wait, didn't they? But
You might want to.
didn't General Cornwallis surrender,
Yes.
to the American?
Yes, we won the battlefield.
We
Right.
won on the
But-
battlefield. We lost in the negotiations. First of all, if we truly won the Revolutionary War, why did we go to Paris to sign a peace treaty?
Because
If
it's
we
neutral.
truly
Because it's
won,
neutral ground.
we would have signed in the United States. We would have signed at the colonies.
I feel like
Okay.
war
When
treaties
the
are always signed in the
Second
third.
World War
I mean,
ended,
yeah.
where was the treaty
That's
signed?
you know what? You're right, because we lost the Vietnam War, and where did we sign the treaty?
Paris.
Exactly. So, if anyone wants to say we won the Revolutionary War, has to also say that we won the Vietnam War. They say same logic, and it's like, but
The point is
so it's like, yeah,
okay,
they use
if
their logic
we
against
won-
them.
If we won the Revolutionary War, then why did we end up with an $18 million debt owed to King George? That was finally paid and ended on June 3rd, 2019, when Trump walked in front of Queen Elizabeth in Buckingham Palace.
And he
That's
finished
what
paying
that-
our Revolutionary
Yeah.
War.
Trump
that ended.
paid the debt.
Like out of his own pocket.
No. That's when the debt was nullified.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I mean, but I feel like $18 million, even with interest, and I feel like our
Yeah,
GDP
but
is so much
$18
higher.
million in 1776
Oh, wait, it
was
was
huge.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to keep the
Yeah,
perspective
it's like the
going.
Louisiana Purchase. I mean,
Right,
how
right.
much did we pay for?
We paid $15 million for that.
So 15 million.
To
Yeah,
put
so-
those to France.
We had a better deal with France.
Yeah, which-
sort of.
Well,
Yeah.
from what I understand, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, what I understand, our founding fathers believed they were dealing with France. When the war ended, King George says, guess what, guys? I got 3 crowns. I got the crown of England, the crown of Scotland, and the crown of France. I am the King of France.
George is
You
the
owe
King of
me
France.
that debt.
Oh.
A lot of people say, well, this Constitution is an old document. It was written
Right.
240 years ago. It's worthless.
Right.
No, this document is written and it's in present tense,
Right.
which means that it is as active and real as real as the day it was written.
It's actually written in future tense, shall, like,
Right.
right? That's like, it's looking forward, which actually makes it even more of a present thing.
The other thing
Right, because it
is-
says like,
the other
yeah,
thing,
like it shall make
one
no
of the
law,
things
it
that,
will
needs to
not.
go in the Constitution is that there's 2 governments represented in this Constitution.
The federal government and the state government.
No. We, the people of the United States,
Right.
period.
Well, it's a comma.
And then,
That's a comma.
right, but it's the United States.
Right, but,
Okay.
that's a comma.
Okay.
Okay.
Then it's established this Constitution for the United States of America.
Period.
And all 13 colonies bought into the territory of the United States, which was a bilateral agreement with Great Britain. And
Then-
that's
wait,
the
but-
creation of this debt obligation.
Then why didn't King George have to ratify it?
That was only ratified by the delegates.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So like,
Right,
if it was
in
bilateral, then how
secrecy.
come he didn't? Because I saw it. It was
Right.
at the Capitol.
That the bilateral agreement was in the Paris Accord,
Oh, I see. So not in the Constitution.
not in. No, I believe it's not in. Here.
Okay.
It's
So
an
wait,
illusion.
have we just been like Canada this whole time, where like we exist at the pleasure of the Queen of England until
Yep.
Donald Trump?
Yep. We were subjects of the crown. We lost our
I
sovereignty.
feel like we're losing on some federal holidays.
Okay. We lost our sovereignty 6 years after we gained it
Uh huh.
because of the treaty with the Paris
Wait,
Accord.
then what was the War of 1812 about?
1812 was a whipping of the United States government for not complying to the treaty.
Okay. Now, history books will tell us that we tied. That like it was basically a draw.
No, Britain got what it wanted. It eliminated the original 13th Amendment. It captured it and took it back to England.
Wait,
So
what was the
you know
original 13?
The original 13th Amendment was no titles and nobility held in any government office.
Huh.
In other words, bar members are esquires.
Yeah.
They are of the British registered accredited registration. So they are
Which is why lawyers today have to register with England.
right, and they are esquires. They have titles and nobility. Okay, that 13th Amendment will eliminate that.
But since it never went into effect, if you're a lawyer today, are you officially a British noble?
Yep, you're an esquire. You take an oath to the crown.
Do they give you land or do?
I don't know what they do.
Okay. Wow. I didn't know that.
It gets deeper and deeper.
Yeah. That's huge.